Okay.
Hi, so can you give me your full name and just your grade and what you're majoring here at ASU?
My name is Amanda LaCasse, and I'm a junior here at ASU, and I'm studying journalism.
And you live here in Taylor Place, right?
I live here in Taylor Place.
Yeah, and she has a really decked out room, and I'll show it later with the posters and, more art and everything else. But here we're focusing on your records,
Yep.
and it seems that you got a couple and a few more new ones right there.
I do.
Is there a reason that you have the records that you have? Like, why did you bring them here to Taylor Place?
I brought them here to Taylor Place because my parents are in the moving process. They're moving from the house that I grew up in to a new house that isn't finished being built yet. So all of my stuff is actually here in my dorm room. But I have the specific records that I have because they're kind of a cross-cut of my musical preferences, and I strive to buy maybe like 1 or 2 records of each of my favorite artists just so I can kind of have them on vinyl because I really like vinyl.
And what are some of your favorite artists that you have right there?
Well, some of my favorite artists are, I have Saint Ranger's album Life Coach, which they're a local Arizona band, and I actually know one of the members and kind of grew up with him, I guess. I have Iron and Wine and Calexico's EP, In the Rains. It's one of the first records that I purchased. I also have Iron and Wine's Our Endless Number of Days, which is probably my all-time favorite record to play. And I also have Volcano Choir's newest album, Repave. And I have Vampire Weekend's Contra, which I really just love horchata, and I found this for fairly cheap, and so I bought
Where did you get your records, the ones that you have here at least?
I got them, I got some from friends who gave them to me. I have some friends who don't have record players, but they have records, and so they just kind of like gave them to me. I buy a lot of my records at Revolver because it's really close by, and so it's dangerous because I can just kind of walk there and then come back with records. And Zia. I get a lot of records at Zia.
Yeah. The Zia over in Camelback? Or?
Yeah, the Zia over on Camelback.
It's a huge one.
It is.
And what do you have over there at the front?
At the front, I have the Postal Service, it's not the new release of Give Up, but it's not the original pressing either, but I have Postal Service. And I have some Panda Bear. And there are a lot of albums.
Right.
Yeah, it's
But a bunch of new ones.
Yeah, these are all of these are new ones. I do have some older ones.
Oh
too,
yeah?
But,
Here, you want to pull them out?
Okay. I can do that. I have a lot of musicals.
Hey, there we go.
Precarious. Okay.
So you do have some used records.
I do have some used records.
They don't get the top spotlight though.
No, they don't get the top. They don't get the top spotlight because they're not as in good of shape. Like they're a little bit beat up. They're all used. But one of my favorites. I love Miles Davis. He's one of my favorite jazz musicians. So,
Ooh, there we go.
yeah,
Little
that's
pose.
a good one.
And okay, can you show them the Annie one, please?
The Annie one, yes,
Yeah,
I can
that's
do
good.
that.
It's a hard knock life.
It is. It explains college.
Right, it really does. Ta-da! And you said you had a bit of history, and if you want to put those back
I
in,
do.
about the speakers and the gear that you have.
Yeah.
Maybe you can move your new records too, just so I can get a little
Okay.
angular look over
Yeah.
there. Okay, so what we have right there at the bottom is the amplifier / equalizer, then you got your speakers and your record player.
Okay. The record player is my mother's. It's I believe it's from the 80s. And the receiver is also my mother's, which is really cool because she had this when she was a student at ASU ages and ages ago.
Oh wow.
And the speakers are my dad's. But yeah.
And so you just took them after they moved?
I did. They were they kind of, the speakers are what I was really waiting for the speakers, but my parents kind of decided, well, when my parents decided they were moving, I decided that this was all coming with me. And so it took a little while to actually get it downtown because I didn't want to actually bring it on move-in day because I was a little afraid of the moving crew handling my stuff. But it all made it down here eventually.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah.
Where do you hope your collection to go in the future,
This is a strange goal, but I really want to, I really want to get all of Iron and Wine's albums on vinyl because they're probably my favorite band in its entirety. My favorite musician is Justin Vernon, but my favorite band is Iron and Wine. And that's like that's my largest goal that I have. And then my next goal is whenever I move out of Taylor Place, I want to get one of those kind of like shelf things from IKEA that has like the little squares that are perfect for storing records.
That's
and I
what I
really
have,
just
yeah.
want to get one of those and put my records in there and put my record player on top and just have that set up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it really makes you feel at home, right?
It does. Yeah, I love it. I used to sit in the living room of my house and just like lay on the cool tile floor and listen to records like all summer long. And so this kind of just brings that here. But,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Amanda.
No problem.